Urban Therapy with Sun 752. This is your daily go getimism number 245 for June 7th, 2015. Y'all gotta bear with me today because I got a little cold. Got caught out there in the rain yesterday. It's not a good look when your body is trying to dry your clothes off, but we're gonna make it through this thing regardless. Today I want to talk about having problems with your in-laws, not necessarily things that would make you break up with somebody or make you get a divorce or start those kind of proceedings. But sometimes you can start feeling some kind of way about your in-laws. Like maybe there's something that you see in them that you hope not to see in the person that you're with, whether it's your spouse or whether it's your girlfriend or your boyfriend. And it happens, when you get with somebody, you love them, you fall in love, whatever. You're not just dating them. You're not just seeing them. You're not just marrying them. You're marrying their family as well. Everybody comes from somewhere, and in the end, many of us will return to where we came from. But if you love your peoples like I do, you're always going to want whoever that you're with to be able to deal with them in an amicable manner. You're always going to want them to like your people, and you want your people to like them. Sometimes it's not always possible. Sometimes people people's families rub the one that you love the wrong way, and you don't want to be put in a position where you have to decide between the one that you love and the ones that you love. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it's a situation where it's like, you know, let's say it's like your mom who don't like your girl, or your dad that don't like your man, or your mom that don't like your dad, and maybe your mom has been telling you for years that you shouldn't mess with the person that you're with, and you all in love and you caught out there. That's a bad situation, but we gonna get into that in a minute. When I say that it's rough when you're feeling some kind of way about your in-laws, and and don't get me wrong, when I say your in-laws, I'm not just talking about in a marriage situation, because if you are really close to the person that you're dealing with, that's in-law enough for me. You know what I mean? Especially if you're talking about a situation where your in-laws are constantly in your business. I don't mean checking up on you, making sure things are right. I mean getting in your business. So if you have a girl or a man that's constantly running back to their people, telling them everything that's going on under your roof or within your relationship, of course you're always going to come up under scrutiny when it comes to that, and that's not really a good look. That's not something that people really want to deal with. So if you find that your in-laws are nosy and they do little slick stuff to try to get more information off of you, that's gonna get under your skin. You're not gonna like that, and then that's gonna make you start looking at your spouse or your man or your woman in a certain kind of way, because you wondering why is it that everything that goes on between me and you has to be publicized to your people? Like, all right, I understand it takes a village, but we're not children no more. So if I can't trust my woman or my man to to keep our business private, who am I going to trust? It's like having an enemy at the crib. And then when you see that your in-laws are all up in your coffee, whatever, you know what I mean? That makes you look at your man or your woman like, yo, so you just like them? Have I made the wrong choice? Is this what I'm going to be looking forward to in the future? If I have kids with you, are they going to be this way? Like, I ain't digging that. Same, and in-laws can have all kinds of problems that you might not agree with, but you might have to suck some of it up. Like maybe they're thieves. Maybe they borrow money all the time and don't pay back. Maybe they're slackers. They don't work. They like to hustle for a living, and not hustling in a positive way. You know, maybe they're dirty. They don't live good. They don't believe in having nothing. Well, they believe in having something, but they don't believe in working hard for it and doing things with integrity. Maybe they're backbiters. You see the way that they move. You see that even their friends aren't their real friends by the way that they talk about their friends behind their back. Feeling some kind of way about your in-laws can go pretty deep. It's not a good look. But when you're part of a partnership with you and the one that you love, the one that you know gives you them orgasms at night or in the morning, the one that you was attracted to initially, and that you really have love, respect, and admiration for. Well, you want to have love, respect, and admiration for them, but you might have to stop at love, because maybe respect and admiration is being blocked right now because you're caught up in wondering if they're going to be like the way their parents are, or their other in-laws. You know what I mean? Like, what if your in-laws are freeloaders? So they always coming over your crib. They borrowing money all the time, or they stealing money all the time. You can't leave nothing out with them around. They borrow stuff. They just happen to borrow it. It's really taking it or stealing it, but they look at it as just borrowing it. You know, or they always looking for a free handout. Let me have this. Can I borrow this? Can I have that? Can't you give me this? Y'all got it like this. You can help me out. You know what I'm talking about. They can get up under your skin, man. It's not a good look. But I'll tell you this. One of the best ways to combat that is to make sure that the person that you're dealing with in the first place is 100%, at least in your eyes. And sometimes the best way to do that is to wait a while before you start declaring yourself, declaring all your love to a person. I understand. Sometimes it's like love at first sight. Damn, mosquitoes. Sometimes it's like love at first sight, and you want to be all in with somebody because it's hard to find love out here. When you finally find it, you want to dig in, and maybe that person is offering you something that you never was offered before. So you definitely want to take advantage of the situation. It's positive up until you meet their family and you realize, like, oof, this mess is like one of those like Meet the Fockers or something like that. It's not a good look. It's not a good look. But I would say take some time out to get to know a person inside and out. The way they are with their family, the way that they are with children, the way that they are as a professional, the way they are, as a man or a woman. Give yourself a decent amount of time. I don't mean like a month, not even 90 days. Give it like 6 months at least before you start declaring yourself, ineligible for anybody else to come in there and give you a better deal, or to take care of yourself until you can figure out something better for yourself. Some people get married within a month, a few months, 6 months. It happens, but that's a gamble that some people take, because what the gamble really is that you are getting to know your husband or your wife as you are married to them. That's not a good look. You should know them, which makes you want to get married. Don't do that kind of on-the-job training. You don't want to do that. Make sure they show that resume and that application up front. And you can't control what somebody's in-laws do, but you do have control over whether you choose to participate in that. And that's a rough situation, because if you get to the point where you don't like your in-laws, so you don't want to go to their functions, you don't want to go to their crib, you don't want to go to holiday parties, you don't want to associate with them, but your woman or your man is really close to their family, that's going to cause problems. Ain't no way around that. That's going to cause problems. So you got to find a way to deal. You do. I'm not saying to just live with it. Find out what you can live with before you make that declaration. Ain't nothing wrong with making sure that something is right before you accept it. You would do that in other areas of your life. Why can't you do it with this area too? And like I said, you can't control what your in-laws do or how they feel or the way that they move. But you don't want to be put in a situation where you're wondering if the one that you love, that apple falls really close to the tree. It could be that it is. Could be. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours. And yo, man, hopefully you don't have to feel some kind of way about your in-laws, but whatever the case may be, if you feel some kind of way about them, try to keep the lines of communication open and be able to deal as best that you can. Like my dad always say to me, you can hold your breath for a few minutes, but after a while you're gonna be breathing again. That's true. So look at it like when you're around your negative in-laws, look at it as holding your breath. And when you get from around them, look at that as breathing again. UrbanTherapyWithSun.com. Get with that. Yo, the third spring cleaning event is coming up on June 20th. Want to see your face in the place. Do the jumping jacks, squats, push-ups, all of that. Plus we walking, talking, getting to know each other, getting to like each other, meeting some good people that want to work out. See, this is how we doing it, right? This is how we doing it, right? With this spring cleaning event thing, I'm taking people, well, this is what I want to do. I want to take people that are afraid to work out in front of other people for whatever reason, and I want y'all to work out in front of people. Because once you get rid of all of that stuff that's going on up here, then you can fix all that. You can feel wow. You can fix that. And I'm going to help y'all do that. And I'm going to help y'all do that for free. Because that's my contribution, and I'm with all that. Ain't nothing like feeling good about yourself, and that's what the spring cleaning event is all about. So let me see your face in the place. Come through. Wissahickon Avenue and Rittenhouse Street in Germantown, Philadelphia is where it all goes down. Go to UrbanTherapyWithSun.com to get details on that thing. And rock out. 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Urban Therapy with Sun Spring Cleaning event. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.